Hello everyone, I'm Charlie and I am back with another review video. It's been a while since I've done this. The truth is I haven't found the time to actually do a new video. So I'm taking the chance today to do this 2 weeks worth of books actually. So I'll be starting with the new books and I'll go back with to the books from the first week of the month. Um, so I actually, Convergence is going on uh, over at DC. So, well, I'm not really reading the main series. I will be picking up some of the tie-ins, particularly the Superman related books. So I still do save quite a bit of money. Uh, So it's gonna be great for June. With the new books, I actually added the Black Canary book to my pool. So, anyways, let's get on with the books. So first off, Justice League. Um, so what I've been finding out about at least the 2 books that I picked up this one and Superman, I find them very accessible to new readers. You don't really need to know much um, about at least this this team and Superman. I'll get to that in a little while. Uh, perhaps perhaps for a little bit of context sake, the back matter actually does help a bit. Why this is a Justice League book? It's an all-female team. But its foundation is really James Robinson's Justice League book from before the Flashpoint. Uh, James Robinson actually started writing Justice League with Justice League Cry for Justice. He did a few tie-ins, I think, before doing what would be termed as a legacy Justice League. This is the league that Dick Grayson was in when he was Batman. Uh, all of the legacy characters were actually it was probably the most female heavy Justice League that I remember. I mean, you only had Dick Grayson, Batman, Congorilla, and the blue skinned Starman, with the rest of them being Supergirl, Jade, Jesse Quick, and Donna Troy, taking over the roles of Superman, uh, Green Lantern, Flash, and Wonder Woman. So the a short-lived league. Uh, in fact, uh, I think James Robinson had a bunch of stories still left that he never got a chance to do. They were just sort of named off at the in the final issue where that team broke up as well. Um, so that's probably all you need to know. And in the end, it's all here. Um, the story was pretty good. I wasn't too happy with the art. I mean, I the characters, some of them really look at very similar faces, so it was kind of hard to keep track of who they were unless you really paid attention what clothes they were wearing. That's the only way I could distinguish them uh, at times. There was like this really weird jump in the art where you see Supergirl's got a wearing a high heel shoe here, and then on this page it changes to boots. So I don't know. Besides that, I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. It also sort of picks up a bit from Brett's Day as well, with Mira, who shows up right in the middle of the book, uh, as well. So yeah, still pretty good to read. Uh, the other one was, like I mentioned, the Superman. Again, in this case, the two pages at the back don't really serve any purpose for this story. It doesn't really have anything to do with it. If you know who Superman is, you won't have any problem with it. It's all right here. I love the art. The Wicks did the art, and sometimes I kind of think of Lee Wicks as a style similar to John Romita Jr.'s, but much more sleeker. And I think it's the way he draws faces or the eyes or something. But again, a very good story. You really don't need to know anything about. You don't really need to know what's been going on with Superman, especially the pre-Flashpoint Superman. If you know who Superman is, uh, you you get you get everything here. And the back just serves as a reminder of who this Superman is, but doesn't really add anything or has any bearing on the story itself. So those were the books I got for this week or last week, Sunday. This won't be going up until later Monday, I think. Uh, but those are the Convergence books. Next week, I'll probably just get one book, which is the Matrix Supergirl book. So last week, or the week, not last week, that was from 2 weeks ago. Um, well, I'll just go briefly in, you know, just give brief comments on these books. First off, Superman Wonder Woman number 17. So this ends the Magog story. Huge fight. Um Once again, and I think this has been a trend in this book that Wonder Woman keeps saving Superman's butt. Uh, this time, Superman is under Circe's control, and Wonder Woman saves him by giving him the lasso of truth, and that kind of frees him from the spell. Uh, they both are able to defeat together. I think together they defeated Magog, who the last issue he apparently was defeated, but sort of returns in this issue. That's it. I think you had two artists going on here. Oh yeah, you had Mankey and Benes uh, on the art, uh, which uh, you, which actually he does a very few pages. Ed Benes does very few pages. Mostly just the regular artist Mankey doing the art. Yeah, he probably did maybe a page or two. Uh, but anyways, sorry about that. Uh, Still, to be picking up this book. Yeah, okay. Wonder Woman number 40. So, I finally kind of get what this book is about. And this book, this whole arc actually with the Finches are doing is basically just the aftermath of the Azarella run. a lot of the things Azrael did, you kind of get to see the consequences. So the village that disappeared, that was caused by these sort of underground people. Uh, it seems to be like a consequence to throwing in the firstborn. Meanwhile, the Amazons, under the leadership of uh, Donna Troy, end up killing every man on the island. Uh, and it does sort of point a certain ironic thing, which is, Donna Troy has uh, the same origin that Wonder Woman supposedly had, as being made out of clay and brought to life by magic, which was before Wonder Woman knew her true origin, something that the Amazons used to tease her a lot about. They called her clay, and now they accept this other sort of pure Amazon, while anyone who had been given that very same origin was taunted by the other Amazon. So it does point a certain irony to it. Uh, this issue was a little bit better, and this is like the penultimate chapter of this first arc, and it won't conclude until June when the Wonder Woman annual comes out. So 2 months to see how this whole thing works out. Uh, yeah. Titanium's annual number one. Uh, this starts off a new arc featuring Superboy. Uh, this is actually a very continuity heavy book, in the sense that it references obviously the Lobdell run, but because the Dorlands are involved, they do reference the uprising story in Green Lantern and Green Lantern books as well. The Martian Manhunter also shows up as well, and there's a sort of break between the Titans. Um, Wonder Girl and Power Girl are totally against helping Superboy, who is accused of actually killing a bunch of Dorlans. On the other hand, the boys, I guess, are behind Red Robin, who says they're going to help Superboy because, you know, he's a Titan and a friend, and he wants to help him clear his name. Uh, so it's a very good, cool start for this uh, new arc in the Titans book. Uh, One of my favorite books, Lady Killer issue number 4. This is the penultimate issue of this 5-issue miniseries, and a lot of people have read it. Gotta say, I wonder how the whole thing is going to end. I hope that at some point in the near future we get more of this, because this is just one fun book. So finally, I will close with a back issue. Now, I never thought I would get this book, at least not so soon. And this is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 8 number 1. This is the 4th printing, still the issue number 1, and yeah, finally got this issue. I never really expected it to get it so soon. So yeah, those are my books um, for the past 2 weeks. Um, so hopefully I'll have time next week to do a much more timely review video. Um, so what else? Oh yeah, uh, Earlier been talking about the Daredevil Netflix series. I've only watched 2 episodes so far. I will not comment on those. I'll probably do a review of the whole series after I've finished watching all of the episodes. It's been a while since I've done some sort of TV review. The last time I did it was in my blog when Smallville Season 10 was around. Actually, pretty much reviewed every episode of that season. Uh, Almost, because I think no, yeah, probably almost all of them, or at least half of the series. Uh, so I guess that's it for now. So as always, until next time, keep smiling.